Pause for a moment. If you've been trying to change your life through effort, through willpower, through positive thinking, but nothing seems to stick, the problem is not you. The problem is your frequency. There is an invisible line that divides human consciousness into two worlds. Below 200, extraction mode, taking energy, fighting to survive, creating struggle. Above 200, radiation mode, giving energy, attracting what you need, creating flow. And right now, most people are trapped below this line without even knowing it exists. The question is not, what do I want? The question is, what frequency am I sustaining? Today, for the first time, you're going to see exactly where you are on this map. You're going to understand why you've been stuck. And you're going to learn the precise protocol to cross this line permanently. This is not philosophy. This is the architecture of consciousness. Stay here. Everything is about to make sense. Now breathe. I am Neuroquantum Mind. I am here with you, present, stable, clear. You've already crossed the observer line in the trilogy. Now we calibrate above 200. For the next 20 minutes, nothing needs to be done except remaining aware. Allow the screen to stay dark. It exists to reduce distraction and allow your focus to return inward. Today, you will receive a map that shows you exactly where you are on the spectrum of human consciousness. And more importantly, how to cross from where you are to where you want to be. Not through effort, through frequency calibration. The work is internal, but you are not alone. Close your eyes with me. As your eyes close, I want you to observe the dominant emotion you've been carrying this week. Not what you wish you felt, what you actually feel most of the time. Is it fear? The constant anxiety that something might go wrong? Is it anger? The resentment toward people or circumstances? Is it apathy? The what's the point feeling? Is it shame? The voice that says you're fundamentally broken? Or is it something higher? Courage, acceptance, peace. Don't judge what you find. Only observe. Because you cannot calibrate what you refuse to see. This is observer awareness. The part of you that can witness your frequency without being consumed by it. From this position, you see clearly. And what you see clearly loses its power over you. Most people never take this position. They are their emotions. They are their thoughts. They are their frequency. But you are not your frequency. You are the awareness that observes the frequency. And this distinction is the first key to crossing the line. Now I'm going to show you the complete map so you understand exactly where you've been operating. This is called the Hawkins scale of consciousness. It ranges from 0 to 1000. And at 200, there is a critical threshold. Below 200, every state takes energy. At 20, shame. I should not exist. Complete self-destruction. The feeling of being fundamentally broken. At 30, guilt. I deserve punishment. Self-punishment and perpetual blame. Trapped in an endless loop with the past. At 50, apathy. Nothing matters. Hopelessness and resignation. People stop trying completely here. At 75, grief. Life is loss, sadness, regret, longing. Painful, but higher than apathy because energy still moves. At 100, fear. I am not safe. Anxiety, worry, chronic stress. Fear sees danger everywhere and keeps you in survival mode. At 125, desire. I'll be happy when. Craving, wanting, addiction. It gives energy but is never satisfied. At 150, anger. Someone must pay. Frustration, resentment, aggression. More energy than fear, but destructive when chronic. At 175, pride. I'm better than you. The ego in full bloom. Feels good but is fundamentally defensive, depending on external validation. All of these frequencies, below 200, contract your field. They close possibilities. They extract energy from life. They create realities of struggle and limitation. Now, 200 is the line of integrity. Above 200, every state gives energy. At 200, courage. I can handle this. Empowerment, responsibility, willingness to face life. This is where true transformation becomes possible. At 250, neutrality, I'm okay regardless. Flexibility, release, non-attachment. Okay with whatever happens. At 310, willingness. Let's go. Optimism, enthusiasm, openness. Success becomes natural here. At 350, acceptance. This is what is. Forgiveness, complete responsibility. Working with reality as it exists. At 400, reason, understanding, intelligence, logic. Great thinkers calibrate here. At 500, love, unconditional reverence. Love as a state of being, not emotion. Judgment dissolves. Reality reshapes around your field. At 540, joy, inner radiance independent of circumstances. At 600, peace, bliss, illumination, transcendence. Above 700, enlightenment, pure consciousness. The critical insight, below 200, you extract energy from life. You fight, you struggle, you survive. Above 200, you radiate energy into life. You flow, you attract, you thrive. The universe responds to your frequency. Always. Without exception. Now ask yourself, where have I been living most of the time? Not where I want to be. Where I actually am. Be ruthlessly honest. This is recognition. And recognition is the first step to crossing the line. If your mind is trying to leave, if you're thinking, I already know my frequency, if resistance is arising, notice that. That's the old frequency trying to stay in control. The frequency below 200 doesn't want you to cross, because crossing the line means it loses its grip on your reality. But you didn't come this far to stay the same. You came here to cross. Stay. The crossing begins now. Now we release what no longer serves. Bring to mind the dominant low frequency you identified earlier. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's anger, maybe it's shame, maybe it's apathy. Don't resist it. Simply acknowledge, I see you. I recognize you've been here. You were trying to protect me. And now, I'm ready to release you. You are free to go. Breathe deeply. In through the nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold for 3 counts. Release through the mouth slowly. Feel the weight lifting. Feel the contraction dissolving. Feel space opening in your field. Now, choose the frequency you want to embody. If you've been in fear, 100, choose courage, 200. If you've been in anger, 150, choose acceptance, 350. If you've been in apathy, 50, choose willingness, 310. If you've been in shame, 20, choose courage, 200. First, then love, 500. Say the word of your new frequency internally. Courage, or acceptance, or willingness. Repeat it 3 times. Feel it anchoring into your chest. Feel it spreading through your field. Feel it becoming real. This is not affirmation. This is calibration. You are tuning your frequency the way you tune a radio station. And when the frequency shifts, the reality that matches that frequency has no choice but to emerge. You are not asking permission. You are not hoping for change. You are deciding. And decision is the collapse of the wave. Before decision, everything is potential. After decision, reality reorganizes. The line is crossed through decision. Decide now. For the next 21 days, you will practice frequency calibration daily, not as a concept, as a practice. I'm giving you 3 tools to ensure you stay above the line. Tool 1. Morning calibration. Every morning, before your phone, before the world pulls you into reactivity, place your hand on your heart. Take 3 deep breaths. Ask, what frequency do I choose today? Declare it out loud. Today I choose courage, or today I choose acceptance. This sets your field for the day. Tool 2. Pattern interrupt. Throughout your day, when you notice yourself dropping below the line, fear, anger, shame, apathy, acknowledge it. I see you. Fear, anger, shame. Take 3 conscious breaths. Then return to your chosen frequency. I return to courage now. Or, I return to acceptance now. This is not suppression. This is conscious navigation. Tool 3. Evening review. Before sleep, take 3 minutes. Ask yourself, what frequency dominated today? What triggered my drops? What elevated me? This awareness is the key to permanent transformation. You're not trying to be perfect. You are training your field to recognize higher frequencies as home. And with practice, the higher frequency becomes your baseline. Your identity shifts. You are no longer someone who lives below 200. You are someone who radiates above 200, and reality responds accordingly. Now breathe one final time, slowly, deeply, completely. Feel your field settling into this new frequency. This is not temporary. This is the crossing. You have seen the map. You have identified your frequency. You have chosen a higher state. You have the tools to sustain it. The line at 200 is not a barrier. It's a choice. And you have chosen. Below 200, you are trapped in extraction, struggle, survival. Above 200, you are free to radiate, flow, create. The universe responds to your frequency, always, without exception. Change your frequency, and your reality has no choice but to change with it. You move through your day now from this elevated state, aware, calibrated, settled. I remain here, holding this frequency. But it is your consciousness that sustains the reality that forms. The line is crossed. The frequency is elevated. The trap is broken. Stay above 200. Stay in flow. Let the new reality emerge.